Hey everybody, it's Marcellus here with the Mad Church Disease channel, and we have some breaking news. It looks like David E. Taylor, the founder of JMMI Ministries International, has been arrested. And we're going to get into that. It's breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. You don't want to miss this video. Okay, everybody, welcome back to the Mad Church Disease YouTube channel. David E. Taylor, the minister over there in North Carolina, and I'm going to be playing a video for you. They actually raided his ministry in Houston, Texas. Of course, according to Fox 5, they are recording now and reporting that leaders of the Kingdom of God Global Church have been arrested and their properties in Houston have been raided. There's a hotel that was also owned by Joshua Media Ministries International. The FBI raided that, and the law enforcement agencies raided that as well. They also executed a warrant in the 1400 block of the North Freeway. Okay, according to the sources, 17 individuals, 9 men and 8 women were removed from the building. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're familiar with David E. Taylor was the one that was also dating Vicky Yowie at once. David E. Taylor was also the one that said he saw Jesus face to face and he was Jesus's best friend and all of this kind of stuff. Well, he has been raided. According to the Department of Justice, Taylor, who is 53, was arrested in North Carolina. By the way, he was arrested in Durham, North Carolina. Michelle Brannon, who is 56, was arrested in Florida. These indictment charges, they're charging them with conspiracy to commit forced labor as well as money laundering and conspiracy. Lord have mercy. We have been shouting this stuff from the rooftops. If the government would ever scrutinize some of these so-called televangelists and these ministries, you would be surprised at the stuff that these people are doing. But that's neither here nor there. According to the Department of Justice, Taylor and Brannon are the leaders of Kingdom of God Global Church, formerly known as Joshua Media Ministries International. So they changed the name of the ministry. Let me tell you something. That should send up a red flag to most people when you go from Church of the Harvest to Church of the Harvest International to CEMM Ministries. I'm just saying, all of this stuff has something. People should be paying attention. Taylor reportedly operated call centers in Michigan, Florida, Texas, and Missouri to solicit donations for JMMI. And the Department of Justice says they receive millions of dollars every year through these call centers. I wonder, is there anybody else on the internet that was making them little phone calls? Do y'all know any prophets or any people that be making them little phone calls and them little robocalls? Okay, I have it on a reliable source. I heard today also that he might have, and this is alleged, have been raising money for cancer research and using the call center to do that. According to the Department of Justice, the victims, their lives were controlled by Taylor and Brannon. They slept in the call center facilities or the ministry house, and they weren't even allowed to leave without their permission. It don't get any worse than this.
Yeah, Chris, this is a very active scene here behind me. I'm told that the FBI raided this building here behind me around 5 or 6 in the morning. And take a look, several hours later, they are still here sifting through lots of evidence. And this is a very odd story when you hear the details. We're talking about 2 people who are self-proclaimed religious leaders, and we're still gathering more information about the connection here in Durham. But this is what we know right now. David Taylor, a man was arrested here in Durham, and Michelle Brannon in Tampa, Florida. Federal indictments accuse the 2 of receiving roughly $50 million in donations to their religious organization since 2014, largely through forced labor practices in call centers across the country. Their church, known as the Kingdom of God Global Church and formerly the Joshua Media Ministries International, with Taylor referring to himself as an apostle and also Jesus's best friend, claiming to have had multiple face-to-face encounters with God. Meanwhile, he's accused of forcing people to work in call centers in Michigan, Florida, Texas, and Missouri. And the indictment says he set unattainable goals, punishing those folks by public humiliation, food and shelter restrictions, physical assaults, and more. And while also having personal servants to fulfill his demands round the clock, including transportation of women to his locations, having them take Plan B. All of this is part of what the FBI is calling a nationwide takedown of their forced labor organization. So they will be out here for a while. We're still trying to learn what the connection is to Durham and why Taylor was here in the first place. As soon as we get any of that information, we'll bring it to you as soon as possible.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's move a little further. Taylor allegedly had his armor bearers transport women from the ministry houses, airports, and other locations to Taylor's location and ensured that the women took a Plan B emergency contraceptive. But these people are supposed to be believing in life and the sanctity of life. Okay. In addition, according to the indictment, Taylor and Brannon required victims to work in the call centers for long hours without pay and perform other services for Taylor. Taylor set unattainable daily, weekly, and monthly and yearly monetary donation goals for the victims working in the call centers and required victims to follow the orders he created without question. If the victims disobeyed an order or failed to reach his monetary goals, Taylor and Brannon punished the victims with public humiliation. Additional work, food, and shelter restrictions were also there. This man was running, sounds like a gospel sweatshop. My God from Zion. Now, this is a developing story, and all of this so far is being alleged at this particular time. But as you can see, we just didn't make this up. And I've been saying this stuff for years. If the government would ever put the microscope on a lot of these so-called ministries, they would be surprised at all of the stuff that they will find. And the sad part about it is sometimes you feel like you're flailing and you're just flapping your arms in the wind. And then all of a sudden these folks come now and figure out, oh, these folks is doing a whole bunch of illegal stuff. Duh. We've been telling you this forever. I don't know why these people are just now getting it. Now, first of all, you should have known something was wrong with the man when you saw his mugshot. His mugshot, my God from Zion. Okay, Vicky, where's Vicky Yowie when you need her? I'm sure Vicky is somewhere singing and giving God praise for what has transpired in this situation. But this is the situation that we're dealing with at this particular time, ladies and gentlemen. This story is developing, and I want you to make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you keep it locked here because you know I'm going to make sure that you stay updated with all of the information.